Well, a bill that passed the legislature designed to protect your IRA is now pushed through, but what does it mean exactly for your money? Joining us this morning to talk about it, Stewart Welch from the Welch Group and one of the men who pushed that legislation through, Representative David Faulkner. Good to see you gentlemen this morning.
Good morning.
David, let's first talk about this law now. Is this protecting us from federal and state from getting their fingers on our IRA?
Well, this is for retirement benefit plans that are not already protected under federal law.
Okay.
So this bill was dealing with IRAs, health savings accounts, and not 401ks that are already protected by federal law.
Okay.
So we had to pass and make sure state law was clear that those retirement benefit plans were protected.
So that loophole's gone, and I imagine most of the legislators, they were all for this, right?
There was no opposition, no real known opposition, just the hurdles of getting any piece of legislation through is what we dealt with.
Well, we know it was a tough session, no doubt about it, very challenging. But Stewart, I imagine a lot of people got to feel relieved, or maybe a lot of people didn't even know about this loophole where some of the government could get into their money.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So first of all, we owe David a huge, anybody that owns an IRA owes him a great deal of thanks, along with Senator Slade Blackwell and Senator Jabba Wonga. They helped push this through. Yeah, it's for 20-something years, Mike, I have recommended people that had money in a 401k that had an opportunity to roll it to an IRA to not do that, because we weren't not certain that IRA money was protected against creditors or any kind of legal judgment. Okay. And these guys have gotten this through the legislator. Kay Ivey has signed it, and now it is perfectly clear that if you have an IRA, it is protected under federal law against your creditors, just like your 401k was protected under federal law.
Okay, so now that that door's been open for people to go ahead and roll it over, why should they want to roll over their 401k in an IRA?
Well, I think the main thing is with the 401k, you have limited investment options, so typically less than 2 dozen. When you move it into an IRA, say at a Schwab or a Fidelity or a Vanguard, you have unlimited investment options. So the first thing is you open that up, and then the second thing is typically it can be a lot less expensive. So money held in a 401k, just the management cost around a 401k can be expensive. When you pull it into, say, a Vanguard, those expenses go way down.
Okay, I do have a question as it pertains to this new law, though. If somebody who's a beneficiary, let's say the person who owns that IRA, they pass away, what about the beneficiaries? You know, they protected by this law from people still being able to get the government getting their hands in the IRA.
So this would be like a spousal rollover.
Okay. Spousal roll. We did include spousal rollovers in there, but of course that does not go down to children, but it does go to the spouse.
And I think one thing really important that they insisted on was that if you're a felon that has been convicted of a felony and you have a restitution provision in there, this does not protect the felons. So they want to make sure that that loophole was not open at all.
Okay, so now, and does it matter if you want to roll it over into a Roth IRA, or is that a whole other question for another time?
That's a great point. Roth IRA is included, so it makes it really clear. It was definitely not clear under the prior law. And health savings accounts are new. That's an expanded version of this. So under state law, they are also protected. And they're becoming much more popular, Mike, so we're seeing a lot of that.
All right, and there you see some of the advantages there to converting. Stewart Welch, Representative, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.